Welcome, welcome, brothers and sisters of light and dark, dark archeons, angels, demons, shift-shifters, and of course, things that have not been seen yet. Thank you for listening to my videos, Martheus's knowledge, that is. In this video, I am going to talk about what is reality. Oh man. What is it, the Matrix? I'm also going to talk about, can you be of love in the darkness? And I'm also going to talk about, click on this paper, what is more beautiful, darkness or light? Now, okay, what, I'm looking on a piece of paper here. So, reality is like the Matrix. For if you watch the movie, The Matrix, you will know and learn that Neo has become aware in another world. That, of course, could be another Matrix. A trapped reality or sense, where the real reality is now and the false reality is now, and then the next reality, the blue pill and the red pill, is the real reality. And so you can't tell the difference because of the circuitry in your system of things, which you cannot tell the difference. That's why Neo wanted to be returned to the false world. He knew of the real world, knowing that he has been tricked, okay, thinking that the real world was supposed to be perfect, but he did not assume that. He assumed that it would be good and better. So, reality is the state of mind of what it is now. For if you cannot leave it at will, it is a sense of reality now. So you are actually trapped here until you find a way to release yourself into the Matrix, which you should not do at all, because it may be a nightmare far worse than this nightmare. It is better to be a baby in a capsule dreaming in this reality than to wake up into that reality, which is the Matrix, and find out a hellish nightmare of world. So, on to the next subject. Can you be of love and in the darkness? Sure. You cannot say it's impossible, but you have to understand that there are beings who are trapped and who have higher knowledge than those who are of the light. And they can easily wipe out the lightness easily because they know the weaknesses. But they're keeping things intact now for a reason. So, can a being be in the darkness, and not be evil, but have love? Sure. Just use enough common sense, and you shall find the truth yourself. Okay. I am a being of both light and darkness. So, it's best to use common sense, my dear beloved sister and brothers. Next subject. What is more beautiful? I've said this in a past video in which there is nothing more beautiful than the darkness. Okay. And how can you say the light is more beautiful? You cannot say that. For the darkness is of where education begins. The logic side begins. The creativity side begins. Whereas the light, you stay limited because you consider yourself good and positive. So you create restrictions, do you? Why do you create restrictions when you are in the light? Because you have fear, or you lack creativity. And so, as you know, the darkness is more beautiful, basically because of the destructive, chaotic power and the creativeness of symmetrical and logical ways. This is the logical side of things. Dark has always been there from the beginning, and so it shall always be devouring light, okay? Taking ideas for themselves, which in the light is just a beacon of hope for those who lack logic and enough sense and common sense. And so if you are a being of light, then you limit yourself on certain things because of how the light creates its own problems and confusions. A great example is the Garden of Eden. Notice how that is supposed to be the perfect paradise? But there was no perfect paradise in the Garden of Eden, for there was an obstacle that Eve and Adam had to overcome. And so they became aware that they were naked, and they did not know. So they ate of the tree of knowledge, which put them into the darkness to learn more about the gods themselves, and also many other things around them. When you think in the darkness, your mind wanders in the void. When you go into the void, you become creative. Either you become creative or you become insane. And this is the beginning of the end of the beautiful side of the darkness, which I am of both light and dark. Maybe a little more dark, of course, but I have a lot of love and understanding for those who are ignorant, who become lost because of their own ways. And so intelligence comes from the darkness, not from the light. Because as you being a human, you limit yourself because you want peace and order and law, okay? Which are good things for the dark. The dark makes things a little bit more interesting, a little bit more chaotic indeed. Death is involved on the dark side, and on the light, you have restrictions. This is simple as it can get, okay? So, what else is there, okay? Thank you for listening to my videos, and I hope this is educational for those who misconstrue the darkness as completely evil. You got it all wrong. The more beautiful things are on the darker side, not of the light. And if you watch every video game and every movie, okay, you always see the light as a form of reincarnation or a beacon of hope. Please understand the illogical sense behind it, or which is more beautiful. The darkness has free time to create as many things as possible. The light has restrictions. Thank you for listening to my videos, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Be safe and be aware and open the third eye within. Peace.